In this video, I'm going to solve a compound inequality problem that's connected with the conjunction OR. In this type of problem, we solve each part of the inequality separately, and then we put it together at the end to get our answer. So this first one, negative 10a plus 2 is greater than 92. As with any equation, we got to start by getting our constants on one side and variables on the other. So in order to move this 2 over to be with the 92, I'm going to do the opposite of plus 2, which is minus 2. So subtract 2 from both sides. And this 2 minus 2, that gives me 0. So we know we're done with those. What I'm left with on the left side is just negative 10a is greater than 92 minus 2 is 90. So now I have all my variables on one side, just a on the left, and just constants on the right side. So to solve at this point, we have to undo this operation between negative 10 and a, which is multiplication. So the inverse is division, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 10. Now at this point, you should be very aware that we just divided by a negative right here. That is a big deal with inequalities, so we know those cancel out, but when you divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality sign, and it's got to point the other direction. So for our final answer will be a is less than, points the other way, 90 divided by negative 10 is negative 9. Don't forget the negative sign. So that's the first part of this inequality. On to the second one. 6 plus 9a is greater than 15. It's the same type of thing. We have to get the variables on one side and all our constants on the other. So I'm going to start by getting the 6 to the 15 by doing the opposite of positive 6, which is negative 6. So we subtract 6 from both sides. This 6 minus 6 here makes 0. So all we're left with on the left side now is 9a is greater than 15 minus 6 is 9. And 9a, the operation there is multiplication, so we do the inverse, which is division, and I divide both sides by 9. And 9 divided by 9, right here, is 1, so I'm left with just a is greater than 9 divided by 9 is 1. So those are the two parts of my inequality. So let's look real quick at what a graph of that might look like. I'm going to draw a number line here, a real basic one, and I'm only going to put the key points on here. So I'll start with this a is greater than a is greater than 1 on the right. So I'll draw a little mark here, label it, that's 1. It's greater than but not equal to, so that's an open circle, and it goes to the right. And then we switch to this other one, a is less than negative 9, so I'll plot a point down here, label it negative 9, and that also is not equal to, just less than, so that's an open circle, and it's going to the left. And the answer, any possible solution to this inequality, is in the shaded area, either blue or green. One key thing that you don't want to forget in this answer is that the final answer is not, or these two inequalities need to be connected with the conjunction OR. It's a is less than negative 9 or a is greater than 1, and that's what the graph will look like.